With Avengers Infinity War just around the corner, people are scrambling as they try and figure out which movies they should watch and which comic books they should read in preparation for this monumental film. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Comic Book Hub. Today I'm telling you guys what I'm doing to prepare for Infinity War, what you guys should be doing. And yeah, Infinity War is a huge film. It's got $1 billion budget. It's 10 years in the making. The MCU started back in 2008 with Iron Man 1. So this movie is going to be huge, and I cannot wait. I've been waiting so freaking long for this movie. It's finally here, and oh my gosh, it's going to be epic. That being said, the MCU is pretty darn big now. It's, 18 movies long? Avengers Infinity War is number 19, so there's a lot of catching up to do if you guys haven't watched any of the MCU stuff. Luckily, you don't need to watch all of them. I've condensed down a list of just a couple crucial films. I've got 7 of them, but luckily you can just toss out 2 of them if you really want to do. So really there's only 5 major films that I would watch in preparation for this film. So yeah, let's just get the show on the road. First off, what I would watch is The Avengers. Why would I watch this? Basically takes all of Phase 1 and shoves it into one big movie. Yes, you could go back and watch Iron Man and Captain America and all that stuff, but honestly, you may not have enough time, just like me. Personally, I would have loved to watch all the movies in preparation for this film, but I don't have enough time. So I had to cut it down to a couple key movies that I am going to be watching. So, first off, check out The Avengers, because it, like I said, shoves all of Phase 1 into one movie. It's got Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow, Hulk, Hawkeye, Thor, all those characters all in one movie. It's actually the first time the Avengers come together, and they're going to be fighting against Loki, who is also playing a huge role in Infinity War, him and the Tesseract, which contains an Infinity Stone. So, yeah, it's a really important film, and I would watch this one if you haven't already. Alright, next up we're going to move on to Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron, once again, another Avengers film that introduces us to 2 new Avengers. It's got Scarlet Witch and Vision, both of which are going to be playing a huge role in Avengers Infinity War, especially Vision, as he's got the Mind Gem, I think. He's got one of the gems up on his forehead. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's the Mind Gem. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it is going to introduce us to a bunch of new Avengers that we will be seeing in Avengers Infinity War. So check this one out if you haven't. Next up, I would watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Why? Because it basically takes Thanos and introduces him to us. Also, there's a bunch of characters in this movie that do have connections to Thanos. For example, Gamora and Nebula are Thanos' daughters, so they do have connection to Thanos that will probably play an important role in the movie. So I would watch this one, and it's just a fun movie overall. So check this one out if you haven't already. Man, I gotta keep clearing my voice. I don't know what's going on. Next up is Captain America Civil War. I don't even know why it's a Captain America movie. It's basically Avengers. This is going to introduce you to a bunch of new Avengers. It's got all the main ones that we saw in Infinity War, and then it's got Black Panther, Spider-Man, Falcon, Winter Soldier, I don't even know, Ant-Man, there's a ton. Yes, Ant-Man has a solo movie, and we also do see Falcon and Winter Soldier in Captain America Winter Soldier, but because that's not on my list, this here is going to act as just a fine introduction to the characters. It also is going to be setting up the Avengers leading straight into Infinity War. They're split because of the, what is it called? The Registration Act. So they split up, and that is basically setting the scene for Infinity War. So check this one out if you haven't already. And then lastly, in terms of really crucial films to watch, I would watch Black Panther as the setting of Wakanda. So not just Wakandan technology, but the actual geographical location of Wakanda is going to be playing an important role in Infinity War, as we've seen in the trailers. And it's just a great movie. It's still in the theaters, so you guys can go check it out. at your local Megaplex or Cinemark, wherever you guys like to go. So check that one out if you haven't. The last two, you don't need to watch them. They're just kind of extra stuff. If you have time, I mean, there's 2 weeks from now, Infinity War comes out, April 27th. So if you do have time, watch these films. First up, we've got Thor Ragnarok. This is just because it sets the scene for Thor in terms of what's going on in Infinity War. As we've seen from the Infinity War trailer, it happens essentially immediately after the events of Thor Ragnarok. It also tells us what was going on with Thor and Hulk during Civil War. So I would watch this one if you haven't already. Lastly, I would watch Doctor Strange, just because it introduces us to Doctor Strange and the Eye of Agamotto, which contains an Infinity Stone. So watch this one if you haven't already. And once again, it's just another fun Marvel movie. So yeah, check that one out. Now, if you do get through all the movies, then I would check out a couple comic books. First off, I would read Infinity Gauntlet, obviously, because that is what the movie is based upon. Infinity Gauntlet is a 6-issue story arc. It's out of print right now in terms of the Omnibus, as well as single issues, obviously. But you can still pick it up in trade or digital format. Personally, I'm reading it digitally, as I don't own the Omnibus. So I'm reading it the digital route, and it's a good story, so check that one out. Next up, I would read the entire Avengers by Jonathan Hickman Omnibus. No, I'm just kidding. Just read Infinity. It's another 6-issue storyline that introduces us to the Black Order, which are going to be called the Children of Thanos, I think, in Infinity War. But that's going to be a huge part in Infinity War, so I would read this if you do get the time, as it introduces us to those characters, as well as gives you another Thanos storyline, so read that if you do get the chance. So, now that you're all prepared for Infinity War, you're ready to go see it. But first off, I cannot stress this enough, get your tickets early. I bought my tickets a couple days ago, but they're going like crazy. I've looked at the seats, they're already filled up in multiple different theaters, multiple showtimes, multiple different days. So these tickets are selling extremely fast. It's already broke a bunch of records in terms of different ticket sales, and it's not even released yet. It comes out in 2 weeks. So I would get your tickets now, otherwise you're going to have to wait a couple weeks probably before you're going to be able to get into the theater and watch the film. So, now that you've bought your tickets, hopefully, go enjoy the movie. I mean, get your soda, popcorn, candy, whatever the hell you want to eat, and just go have an absolute blast at this movie. I cannot wait. I'm so freaking excited. I'll be having a review come out after I go see the movie, so 2 weekends from now, and there we go. That's all for the video. If you guys found it helpful or you enjoyed, like the video, and let me know down in the comments if you guys have any methods that you're using to prepare, or if you have any tips for me in order to prepare. Let me know down below in the comments. Lastly, subscribe if you want to stay updated for more weekly videos. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.